Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into just one single sentence. But trust me, this one sentence could totally change how we think about brand strategy. It's a simple idea, really, but it has these huge ripple effects for how brands can get way more efficient and a lot more effective, especially now. So let's break it down.
So here it is. This is the sentence that's going to be our focus. Now, I know it looks pretty simple, right? But packed inside this one line is basically a whole blueprint for a much, much smarter way of doing branding. We're going to take it apart, piece by piece, to really get what makes it so powerful.
So let's think of the sentence like a new rule book for managing a brand. It's really got four key parts: a super clear goal, a very specific tool, a practical method for using it, and a huge impact on the people involved. We're going to walk through each one.
Okay, first up, the goal. The sentence doesn't just say branding is going to be different. Nope. It claims it's going to be fundamentally better. And it's very specific about how. More efficient and more effective. So what this does is it sets a brand new standard for what success even looks like. You could almost see it as throwing down the gauntlet to the older ways of doing things, suggesting that we can, and we absolutely should, expect more from our branding efforts. And you can really see the difference here. You know, the old way, it often felt slow, it was a real pain to measure, you were kind of guessing. But the new goal, it's crystal clear. Branding has got to be both more efficient and more effective. It's all about working smarter, not just harder.
And just so we're all on the same page, efficiency here just means wasting less. Less time, less money, less effort. And effectiveness, that's about getting bigger, better results from the work you do put in. And here's the kicker: you need both. One without the other, yeah, that's just not gonna cut it anymore. All right, so we know where we're going. We have the goal. But how in the world do we get there? Well, the next part of our little principle tells us exactly what tool makes it all happen.
The secret ingredient, the thing that makes this huge leap in performance possible, is right there in the sentence: applying technology. This isn't just some small adjustment, it's the core engine of this entire change.
Now, the source is specific, mentioning both technology and application. Here's an easy way to think about it. Technology is the big, powerful engine under the hood. You know, the cloud systems, the data processing. But applications, those are the things you actually use to drive: the steering wheel, the dashboard, the specific software you log into every day. You absolutely need both to get anywhere. Okay, so we've got our destination, efficiency and effectiveness, and we've got our vehicle, tech and applications. So how do we actually drive this thing? Well, the principle gives us a really straightforward two-part method. You monitor and you conduct.
It's really a two-part dance. First, you monitor. You use the technology to watch, track, and understand what's happening with your brand in real time. This gives you the hard data, the intelligence. Then, second, you conduct. You take all that intel and you actively manage and carry out your branding based on what you've learned. It's this beautiful constant feedback loop of learn, then do, then learn again. And you know, this simple two-step process, it's a total game changer. It moves brand management from being passive, maybe a little bit reactive, to being completely proactive and super informed. You're not just hoping your brand is making an impact, you're actually watching it happen and making smart moves based on real information.
So we've talked about the what, the goal, and the how, the tools and the method. But what about the who? Who really benefits from all of this? The source material specifically mentions the participants, so let's dig into what this means for them.
And honestly, this might be the most important question of all. Because look, technology is just a bunch of code until a person uses it, right? The real magic happens when it empowers people. So what are the actual tangible benefits for the brand managers, the marketing teams, the people on the ground doing the work every day? The source points to three really big wins here. The people involved get their hands on new, cutting-edge tools. They are personally empowered to monitor how things are going, to see the results for themselves. And maybe most importantly, they are equipped, truly equipped, to run branding exercises that actually work. It's about putting the power and the tools right into their hands.
So, you see, at the end of the day, the goal isn't just a better-looking brand. It's a smarter, more capable team. This whole approach is really about leveling up the people who do the work, giving them the skills and the insights they need to succeed in this new era of branding. And let's just go back to that key phrase from the source for a second. The wording here is so important. The whole point is to help the participants. All of it, the efficiency, the tech, the method, it all comes down to one thing: empowering real people to do their jobs better with more confidence and more impact. Which brings us to one last big idea to chew on. If technology starts to handle all the heavy lifting, the data, the tracking, the execution, what's left for us? What becomes the truly priceless human skill in the world of branding? Now that is something worth thinking about. Thanks for joining me.